10,
Yeah, I think too.
9,
I'm really interested,
8,
especially the low brackets
7,
and the top brackets,
6,
because they're going to be the
5,
most
4,
challenging and the most
3,
interesting to see about how
2,
teams
1,
do.
match start.
All right, I hope
Definitely.
the
All
overlay
right,
is
match
working
start.
correctly. We are going to go and see what's going on. We see a lot of ESF from
Yeah, I am
PTSD
following
playing
TR.
TR. Yeah, TR has a
That's a
Galaxy
lot of
and
air.
ESFs, a lot of ESFs. They, oh, what is there is one for one trade here.
Good air battle. I mean,
Valkyrie on NC on the point. Who is on the point? TR, I think, dropped maxes. Lots of maxes for
NC
PTSD.
dropping on the point of the banana there.
They are
TR
going to have
dropping
a
in behind them.
surprise because I see TR inside the building and there's 4 maxes, 4 AI maxes, 5 AI maxes. That's a surprise. I think PTSD is telling TATF that the captain agreement for no AI maxes is generally a thing. Otherwise, it's not really fun.
I mean, it
I see one
depends on
Panda
who you're
max.
actually playing. Like, most of the top tier brackets also like to just, no, everything is allowed. Let's play the game as it's meant to be played.
Oh, that's nice because I haven't watched Lanesmashes for a few years, and last I played everything competitive, be it Server Smash or Lanesmash, was no AI maxis. So I'm glad the AI maxis are back in the game. They brought, I think, a nice 9-night management, so it's good. I see TITF has a lot of vehicles. Those vehicles are not on the points. That's way too many Vanguards, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely way too much armor here in the beginning, but the base is neutral from the get-go. So right now, TR is just warming the point. Like, NC still has 3 minutes to get themselves together, go make the final push, steal the cap.
That light assault did not C4 the Vanguard. We are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Vanguards. I think that's way too many Vanguards. They are going for sure to have the control of who has Sundies around the base, but they need infantry on the point. And
they definitely need
are
infantry
not going to
point.
bring the numbers on the point if there isn't those people are sitting in Vanguards.
It's lonely, lonely heavy run. Oh, you got destroyed there.
Yep.
The few NC people starting to funnel out, but they need to make this a combined push if they got to do anything about those maxes there.
We are seeing, yeah, maybe half a squad trying to pick and get a few kills. They have definitely understood that there is
yes, we have
lot
4
of
NC people inside the banana.
So yeah, it's not going to work out very well. I think TITF has 2 minutes left to understood that they need to get on the point with infantry. They don't have a Sandy, I think, around. I'm not seeing a Sandy, so it's going to be...
oh, they have a Sandy.
Has a Sandy, yeah, they have a
right
Sandy. However, that one harasser, Vulcan harasser, is focusing it, and of the 12 Vanguards we've seen, only one is shooting at it, so that vehicle control is not working out very well.
No, I thought actually at the NC finally left their vehicles, but no, they were just spread out all around the base trying to find a way to shell inside, but it's just not happening. There's still 1 minute further left though.
I'm going to follow that harasser because I think the point is not that very contested. That Vanguard... Oh, that was friendly fire. Ooh, that lightning is doing the good job. Like, he's on the right spot, he's doing the right thing. The other ones they are struggling to keep up with that harasser. That harasser is now dead. The sheer amount of Vanguards for sure controlled.
Oh, here comes Matt. TR airbag coming over the hills there.
Oh. Are they going to focus on the Vanguards? Is the AA from the Vanguards be enough to destroy the
yeah, it looks like all the Vanguards are running Ranger as a secondary.
That's nice. At least that's a good thing. Right now, I think NC is starting to slowly try and push, but that doesn't seem like a coordinated push. And TR is strongly on the point. I'm going to stay inside the point and see if push managed to go inside. We are seeing a few people
push now, yeah.
Corridor.
2 NC Max is trying to push in. I think they're gonna be taken care of so fast.
He's hiding. He doesn't have an engineer. He has a Falcon.
Oh, NC is pushing now.
We haven't seen that push didn't work out. Those 2 maxes have been dead, and I think that's 415 nanites go. Is it 400 or 300 for maxes? I'm not sure. But we are seeing those maxes desperately low. Those Falcons worked out, but they just needed more infantry support and maybe 1 more max.
Yeah, that's gonna be a TR cap. Let's see how quick they are on the back cap here.
Yep.
Yeah, they
light
already have a
assault.
Sunday over here at the next base.
We have a small push. I think those maxis, they are dying. There's, I think, too many maxis for TR, not enough engineer. 5 maxis was probably too much. We're seeing the maxis going pretty low in life for some of them, and they already lost 1 or 2. They might get revived though. Yep, this one had a revive. So TR is holding good on the point. Now the question is, do they have a capture on Frey Geothermal? I'm going to watch the point here.
Yeah, they already have TR already has boss over Freya Geothermal, but there's no really any pop here.
I'm seeing a Sunday for TR, so I think someone is on his way to the point.
Yeah, I
I
see
hope so.
2
Is that?
NC people going for the point, and the pop here is not really
That
that
Sunday is
high.
not
It might be
deployed.
me though. Is it an undeployed Sunday?
Yep. So
Oh,
I'm
big
seeing NC
mistake.
on the A point on the Fred Geothermal. So at least they are defending their point. They have 3 people on it, 2 EV and 1 infiltrator. So it will be tough for TR to send pre-cappers. Now, if TR managed to drop on the point, that will be something else.
Yeah, TR pulls some new armor, who's now slowly taking care of all those
Yeah,
leftover
I'm
vanguards.
seeing 2 RSOs and a Prowler, plus the aircraft. So yeah, the vehicles from NC are being killed, and I'm still seeing a very strong squad on the point.
Wait, so it looks like TR just decided to, alright, we're just gonna stay here and turtle this point. Not really moving up for the next base.
That's somewhat sad because I don't think they can extract those.
No,
here
they come. I see 4 or 5 TR people going in.
Yeah, 60%
even more now, yeah.
If they can manage the point, they can just let the maxis hold the point for some point and just redeploy everyone else.
Yeah, they are flipping point now.
We can just
hold bosses, get the maxes in.
If you're looking for feedback on the Lanesmash and how to train, this base Aurora is useless now. We just have to look at Fragile Geothermal, because as long as the point is captured there and NC is not recapturing it, it is no point to be on Aurora. I'm making perfectly English sentences here. Do not worry. TR seems to have somewhat, like not a squad, but like half a squad, maybe 8 players on the ground. But they have aircraft above, and I think NC, if they are trying to respawn from the spawn room, are going to have the hard time. And if they try to bring Valkyries and Galaxies, they might not have enough. We are seeing NC pushing 1 by 1 out of the spawn room. That's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, that's just gonna be easy pickings for those air people. TR has probably one of the best flyers in the game. Puff 8 flying around somewhere.
We are not seeing a lot of NC reaching the points, and those are because they were light assaulting near the trees. We are seeing a burst like that. That might be a good idea, at least, to deny the air around the base. That might allow the infantry to push from this one room. We might need to be a few more assets from NC here. Maybe a harasser or 2 to kill the Sundays. I'm still seeing the Protoss changing a Lightning, a Skyguard here. That Skyguard is dead. But we are going to, NC will need to bring a bit more than infantry coming from the spawn room to push. Although they have managed to reach the building at least now. So let's see what's happening. TR doesn't have maxis on the point at this time, at least.
No, there's not much cheese actually brought from TR on this base. They got a single harasser running around the side. There's no real buses blocking that spawn. They just got their air people just benching everyone just run over the open field.
That's doing enough, I think, because there is no consistency in a push if you just get shot from the air. We are seeing somewhat of a squad. Oh, that C4 is going to hurt. NT doesn't seem to control a lot. They have an AI Maxis, but he doesn't have an engineer, so it's tough on him. He's already mid-life, and I can see Evie is peeking out, and he is not dead yet. He's
so I mean, to put some context, PTSD are what I consider probably one of the higher B brackets team, while TATF is in the C bracket. So TATF is actually playing a team that is in a bracket that's higher than they are. That's props to them for that.
That Max has not changed weapon. He know he can just get at the terminal. He was at the spawn room and he could have
Oh,
changed the
NC
weapon.
push now. NC pushing up to the building again now.
Oh yes,
See,
they're
TR is just
that
set up
Turfsa
inside.
Max is getting bullied by a Banshee. That's
TR
good to see.
NC actually getting inside below. See if they can push up those stairs now.
We're going some cinematic view here. NC is trying to push the stairs, but TR has a pretty good hold on the building. The C4R is raining down.
Yeah, but NC is just pushing one by one up those stairs. They need to make a combined push to actually do anything. Right now, it's just
they have
picking them up one by one.
Sadly, they're not killing the right people, and that anti-infantry turret is also helping a lot. Yep. That's a good try. At least they're pushing out and they manage to reach the buildings. That's interesting to see. Let's see.
Oh, and push from the other side there. Let's see.
Oh,
nah,
that Max is just arrived. Will I think kill.
Yeah, that's gonna clean up that cap.
That base is going to go through. Let's see if TR has a pre-capper on the arm station already. Because how is that station? Is it a multi-point one or is it a point?
It is a multi-point one, yes.
Multi-point one. Interesting. So that's going to be much harder to defend and much easier to defend because you can always concentrate your population on a point, recapture it, kill everything around beacon, sandies, and get to the next point. And that's going to be really slow to capture. How are we on time? Let me check.
I think we are 16, 17 minutes left of the match.
18 minutes left.
18 minutes left. All right. And see, taking back that A point on the the M station. Now let's see. Do they have anyone up at next base or back?
That's a good wipe. That's the first good
wipe.
Yes,
they do.
From NC. That's
because we gotta remember, like, TR is just in front with 2 points right now. So if NC pushes for the Freya geothermal back up and actually cap that, then it's back up to 2-1.
Yeah, like the score, like there's 18 minutes left. NC can still do a lot. We have 95 people on stream right now. That's really nice. That's more than I had streaming the outfit was yesterday. So it's good.
Lanesmash is just the best format.
Yeah. Oh, to be fair, I was streaming the silver and the gold brackets. In the bronze bracket, so there was a lot more people. PTSD, GSDing Sundays inside the point, inside the central building, but there is no point here, so yeah, maybe you shouldn't be here, buddy.
I mean, they can GSD in and actually get a hold of NC's last vehicle spawn options.
That's right. Because they are not allowed to pull Sundays from elsewhere. Maybe the warp gate they can?
Yeah, they can pull from the warp gate, but then they have, I mean, this is their final base anyways, but then they have to go to their home base before they can actually go out into the lane.
Yeah. So that's going to be tough. We can see that NC is capturing the second point, TR is capturing another one. Every point is flipping right now. That's a good gameplay. That's going to be a lot tougher on PTSD to manage all 3 points. That's going to be some management and spreading out. If I was there, I would probably put a squad on 2 points and try to let the capture go through that way. Send pre-cappers to the third one and maybe rotate. I'm not sure. That's probably how you can try to handle those captures. However, if NC concentrates their population on the second point, it should go through.
Yeah, I mean, NC just gotta switch between the points, keep them flipping all the time, and then hope they catch a break where they have all the three and then have one up the next base to get a back cap going. Otherwise, they're pretty much locked down right now.
RSers from TR on the point, pretty low life RSer. No, that's a Bulldog RSer. Okay, interesting. That's not the weapon I would have picked, but that could be interesting. We can see also AI maxes, of course ESFs pounding on everything on the ground. NC doesn't have a big presence, they still have the B point. Prowlers are around the base. I'm not sure how TR is going to use those. It's definitely going to be a lot tougher than RSers or Sundays, but at least they are here. It's interesting to see no Sundays getting inside. I'm not sure if that's entirely possible, but oh no, I don't think you can get Sundays inside this. Maybe a bit.
Oh, you can definitely get Sundays inside everywhere on this AM station. You can drive them up the stairs, use the walkways between. Oh
yeah. That's why we saw Sunday trying to get through there. NC is not pushing coordinately. I'm seeing people soloing around, and that's, I mean, that might be possible to get a push here, but maybe not with solo people, and maybe not with squad sticking together, but you will need coordinated action. We can see a few NCs pushing the A point. The Banshee sadly is not working out well for them. That's, we still see one, I think, Decimator killing a Mosquito here, but TR still hardly on the, strongly on the point. We are seeing a few NCs going from the back, but nope.
But yeah, you're 100% right. Like Lanesmash is all about coordination and cohesion. You need to be full committed when you do stuff. You need to work as a team. Otherwise, you're just one against 24.
Yep. We see a beacon push some way with like 2, 3, 4 people on TNC, but that did not hold well. They are trying to hold that tower as well, which is a pretty good point. Those AA turrets maybe need to be used for some time. Those Valkyries, I don't know what they are doing. Maybe they're trying to get a beacon on top here. No, they're just flying around. NC managing to have beacons and trying to contest the A point. The A point is flipped back. NC has the advantage. The timer is not going to tick in their favors. That's good. That's going to be really tough, even if they
there
manage
we get
to...
a Sunday from that TR.
Oh yes, that's going to be tough.
Nice.
That's a
work.
Wait, is it a deploy Sandy? Oh, it will be. Can you deploy it here? Oh, you can deploy it here, but
that's you should have just brought more. Just drive that Cobalt bus up on that point, just destroy them.
That can be pretty strong. And see, as 2 points, that what I was thinking about is that it might be easier to defend multi-point bases. However, it's going to be much tougher to get out of it, because it's you have to control all points, and you can always have pre-cappers harassing you on all points, and you will never be able to capture the geothermal points because of that. So it's going to be an interesting way to see if NC managed to recapture fully the bases, recapture all the points, and then pull out and manage to get a capture point on geothermal. NC is slowing recapturing the base. It's only 2 minutes, but the A points has flicked back for TR. Thanks to that Sandy, we are seeing, I think, is that? No, it's an AIM max. And oh, that light assault managed to kill the Sandy. Good job on him. That cloaky Sandy hasn't managed well to survive for long. We are seeing the Bulldog. I think it's a Bulldog too. Yeah, the Bulldog Aerosol is getting on the A point. We have an anti-infantry max. That's it.
So NC actually pulled a Sky Guard.
Oh.
Don't think that's gonna do much for them right now, to be honest.
Yeah, there is too many. I'm seeing not use problem. I'm seeing Arasers around. Sandys, another clock. Sandys. That's and TR is managing the logistic of the game very well here. They're putting Sandys behind the wall so that Light Assault can get on the point even if they lose them. They are using ESFs to pound anything out getting out. They are cheesing vehicles inside the base. NC has a struggle. They are managing a few pushes, but man, is it tough for them to achieve anything right now. And the points are flipping. B point is also flipping for TR right now, thanks probably to that cloaky Sandy here. Sorry if I'm coughing on the stream. I'm not sick, I swear. Yep, that's going to be a point which isn't all by a full squad, but a few light assault is enough to take the point and retake it when NC managed to get a full squad on it. That Skyguard is getting harassing enough the Mosquito, so they are not on the arm station. And I'm seeing Rivers fighting those Mosquitoes. They managed to kill 2. That's good on them. And I'm seeing a third one on the ground. And what
yeah, so NC might actually retake control of air now.
Yeah, they might. Now we are seeing the payback. It's payback time.
I mean, there's still like what 10 minutes remaining of the round. So if NC can actually gain control of those points and start pulling out some what's it called, force multipliers.
Yeah.
And make a push. Like they still have time for that.
Because on Nanite was, I think TR is probably a bit lower, or at least like the people who are managing the logistics for TR, they're probably a bit lower. They still had to pull more Sundays, they're pulling maxes, they're pulling ESF, so those people who are using, who are nanite intensive gameplay, they might have a harder time. But NC hasn't used a lot of their nanites. I'm not seeing even like a big max push with one buster and a few anti-infantry maxes, so they can push a point. Maybe I've missed that because I'm focusing a lot on the A point right now. The C point has flicked back for NC, that's nice to see. NC is fighting
NC
back,
pushing
they're
C
doing their
point
best.
as well now.
Yeah, the C point is first. The A point is gone for NC. If I don't get stuck inside the tech round. The B point is fought over. We are seeing light assault and heavies fighting.
Oh, they got.
NC
Oh,
has
now we see
recapturing.
some nice harasser driving, getting them up there on the
on the A point.
middle, just behind.
Oh,
Points,
that's Sandy. Yeah.
just behind C point.
Yeah, we have a harasser here from the start.
And
not even
bosses
sure if he
coming
died.
in there now. Nice to see.
Oh, that point, that C point is going to be much
What is
tougher
that?
to recapture.
Is that's Basilisk on these, and
it's a clocky Sandy. I don't think it's intended to fight. I think it's intended to stay low. And those Sandys we are seeing here. Wait, that's also. I think all those with the lights on top of it, like the square, are clocky Sandys, and they're trying to stay low and just get deployed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
there's one with a Fury and a Walker on the back. Then we have one with the two Basilisk on.
The air
That
from
NC
is doing enough, but we are seeing TR hacking the AA turrets and denying those rivers the leisure to pound TR. TR has 2 points. The base is 2 minutes away from a capture. We are seeing a few cloaky Sundays alive and providing TR with some much needed respawn, because NC has bringing back a bit of control in the match right now. It's interesting to see them. The A point is being flipped. Let's go on here. Who's on that? It's a lone engineer who died from the air. So yeah, those aircraft, they are doing a good job. The A point is saved. The B point is going to go strong. I think until NC kill that Thunderer, they are not going to regain control of the B point, because TR can just redeploy one light assault here and just flip the point here. So that's going to be tough on NC until they discover that Sandy. The Thunder as dying though. That's tough on TR. I'm not seeing NC recapture the C point here. There is no push, not just killing the Sandys as much as they can.
I mean, they do need to destroy their spawn points, so we can't just push right back in after they've taken the points. That's the thing we will see TR do. Like, they might lose the point, but 30 seconds later, they're pushing with at least 12 people back onto it.
Oh, waiting a small pressure on NC. It's a bit spread out, but they are pushing. Let's see what's inside that base. That's a max, but that max is taking. Oh, let's see.
TR now coming from the A point.
That C4 worked. That's nice. That was a good suicide, and that light assault is still alive. Wow, really good job on him. But the beacons from TR is. Oh, that medic managed to revive the max. Wow, that was something. The jackhammer killing maxes. That's great. Oh, the aircraft, the rivers are doing their job and allowing NC to recapture the point, but that's sadly too late. I think that's the end of the round for TR. I'm going to stop the overlay.
That is the end of round 1. So that's 3-0 to TR.
Much needed difference in the opening move from NC.
Oh yeah, starting soon.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, let's see TR, because I can see the 2 galaxies from NC and it's indeed much different. We are seeing a much bigger vehicle pool, I think, from TR. 3 Prowlers, 2 Sandys, 1 Cloak for sure, and this one is probably I'm going to show them.
Oh, this is gonna be a fight for the point, just infantry people.
Yeah, let's get to the point.
NC not getting in fast enough there.
NC is on the point. I'm hearing the shotguns. Lots of maxes. Way too many maxes, but lot of maxis and a few engineers trying to stay alive. Those maxis are getting pushed. I'm not seeing founders. Is it founders here? Yes,
No,
founder
I
maxis.
think it's the
Two
founder
max.
maxis. Yeah, NC has no. They just have full on shotgun maxes. No
I'm
Falcons
seeing
or anything.
Oh, that's Falcons, I think. Yep, there is. Wait, where is it? I saw you.
Is that a Falcon?
I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But
But
definitely.
NC taking first control of the point
Yeah,
now. Now
one
it's
Falcon
3
max.
minutes and 30 seconds.
That was a good push on NC. Like 24 players on the point. That's what they needed. Maybe they're going to bring their first point on the match that way, and that's great because pushing those maxes is going to be tough.
TR probably gonna try and regroup now. I think they saved a few of the maxes from that failed point attempt.
JTF, wait, let me fix something in the overlay. And, oh, indeed, it's showing TATF and having 3 points.
Oh yeah, that's wrong. So it's currently PTSD with 3 points. But that might change in the next 3 minutes. NC is set up good on that point.
I wonder how they're counting the points then. I need to understand how the system works, but I'm going to finish.
TR's getting ready for a push now. Gonna push in small stairs maybe. But NC is set up. Oh, they pushed around, going in into the servers. Now up the big stairs.
I've tracked the team from the overlay now, I think.
What's going on? NC is really set up. But not really covering the double doors.
Ignore the points on the...
Oh, TR has a Sunday on the base now.
Oh, so yeah, I'm seeing TRs all the way around on the base building. I'm seeing Sundays, I'm seeing mosquitoes around, so NC is stuck inside the building and they are getting harassed from everywhere. I'm seeing founders, that's AI, another founder max, yeah, those TR, they switch to anti-max weaponry. And that bulldog is going to shoot inside, right on the staircase. Those maxes are not going to stay alive for long if they stay here.
And a good TR boss holding on between on the tops with a couple there.
NC has
But
a much better control with engineers. Like I'm not seeing a lot of engineers with both maxes on TR side. Sorry if I get you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised to see NC actually doing so good with just going full on infantry, just going for at least that one cap and then working from there. But seems like TR is starting to push up the big stairs now.
Yeah, those stairs are getting pushed, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of NC maxes, and they're really low in life. I think TR will be able to push. I'm seeing the small stairs being pushed.
Oh wait, yeah, a good C4 or 2 right there, and the whole TR would. Yes,
there's a squad left, but I don't think the NC are going to be able to.
There's 40 more seconds. They just have to hold it for 40
They might be
seconds.
able to do that if the medics manage to revive those maxes.
But TR needs to push it.
Oh, but C4s could be really damaging to trying and push from the stairs to the point. And that's going to be really hard. That's
25 seconds. I think we're gonna see a good old-fashioned rest war on that point.
Oh, the tier push is going has slowed down. They are not really having a whole many point people here. Those maxes.
Oh, there's a few TR people inside on the point now.
Oh,
10 more seconds. TR's getting in.
Oh, the point is flipping. That AI max is going to kill a lot of people. The NC are
come on NC, come on NC, 5 more seconds.
They can do it. That AI max just saving the NC.
That is gonna be a point for TATF.
Oh, NCR is back on the point. Those
having lost.
are working. That's really good for TATF right here. So it's 3-1 right now. If TATF manage and they get points capture on Fred Geothermal, we might see them back in the game, at least in the score for sure.
I mean, if not, this just gotta be a big morale booster for the entire squad.
What is the overlay showing? It's showing 4. Yeah, so yeah, my bad. So it's not 4-0, it's 3-1 for PTSD, but TATF just managed to capture one base. So it's the first point here in the inland match. The sun is below the stairs are getting killed, but TR is pushing from the banana building with Maxis, with Thunder.
Let's see. Do we have an NC guy up on the next base?
Go check out because right now TR is pushing.
I'm checking. I see
it's
small
no,
NC
oh.
pop. I see an NC beacon. NC we push now. Just is that an NC guy?
They are tank mines, they are C4. I'm seeing a lot of C4 being used to kill those Maxis, and that's killing pushes quite a lot.
Yes, we have an NC guy actually coming for the point now.
Oh, that would
I'll
be
just
great.
wipe the TR guy. Oh, but a light assault takes care of him. Is that another guy? Yes, NC's gonna flip the point up on Freya Geothermal now.
Oh, that's nice, that's nice. NT need to redeploy and do the same thing again. That building is going to be much
But he ran out. Light
smaller.
assault going around
Wait,
the building here.
wrong base. If NC manage to keep the point and bring as many maxis around the point, they can do it.
Another NC guy coming. 2 NC light assaults.
Oh, the point is not flipped.
No, he
Oh,
flipped it.
It's flipping.
It's flipping again.
That infiltrator is fighting the light assault. 2 light assault. He can do it. A medic is here. The infiltrator is really saving the point right now.
But I mean, this
Oh, that TNT.
is a really strong
and
second
NC
round. TATF
has
is pulling
the
off.
point.
Now the TR Air Force comes.
Yep, NC is going to have a trouble bringing
But-
players here.
Yeah, but those Banshees are not really gonna do anything like when they're inside on the point, and I see
They are
5-6
going
people
to
in
kill
there.
the beacons, and I'm afraid if NC push with Galaxies and Valkyries and try to do a drop, they are going to get annihilated before they get inside the building. The point is, oh no. NC has a few beacons around the base too, but I think those Wakitos they're going to take care of that.
Yeah, but the most important is like they're taking down time on the next base, which means if they get pushed off, TR have to wait for now 40 seconds, which give NC time to set up for another push with armor or more anti-air.
I'm seeing a Vanguard around, maybe checking if there are nice sun is around, but they are now not that I can see.
Now
at least.
TR's coming back into
Yep.
the point or what?
TR is going to do pretty big push here. I'm not seeing any maxis from anyone. Yep, TR seems to have a pretty good control on the building now. I think that's over for that anti-push, but that was a good one at least. They tried, they put people on the point after capturing a base. That's what you need to do, and they're probably going to fight around that A point now and try to defend Aurora. Now, let's see if TR or NC is on the point. I'm seeing fighting around, I'm seeing aircraft. The point is still in the control of the NC. I think they probably still have a squad around here. I have trouble managing my camera, don't worry guys, it's fine. TR is pushing, we have TR on the point here. Shotguns, but NC is in strong control of the point. They have Max here, it's not going to die.
So TR still has 15 seconds before they can actually start capping the point. Do we still have an NC guy up at the previous base? Let's go check.
That delay, the fact that they can hold that point and they are they managed to capture the point for at least a minute. It's much needed breathing air, so they can still defend Aurora Material Labs and try again. We can see the Baxis from TR coming. We need to watch those tails. I'm sorry if I'm not watching the fight, but here TR is pushing. That Max is not going to stay alive for very long. That medic, yep, he's coming back. Oh, that Falcon Max is dead when we need him. Those Maxis are pushing too. There are 3 Maxis pushing inside the point now. They are still in the doors, but that Max is not going to stay alive for long. The AI shotgun Max is doing pretty good job against the TR Maxis. However, that's sadly too long. And I'm getting battle rank 14 by just watching the map, the fight, because I'm on the TR ops cam. So. But I'm beyond 14 by Washin. Remember guys, Washin.
What's that? That's an NC Galaxy dropping on Freya Geothermal?
No, not now.
Oh, but only 2 people in it though. And they're getting air hammered straight away.
It's too late, like TR is on Aurora on the point with Maxis. And they have a decent squad on it, maybe more. I don't think NC can do anything right now but to push. Maybe first destroy the Sundies from TR and get the push from both sides. Yep, you're not going to be able to leave the spawn because there are mosquitoes in the air. You need either Sundies or some kind of AA to deny the aircraft. If I was NC right now, I would pull 1 or 2 Buster Maxes and get the mosquitoes away.
The Burster Maxes is just really intense.
Yeah, but you can always swap to an anti-infantry or anti-vehicle setup, and it's not going to cost you nanites.
That is true. Toby, yeah, it is a really nice layer. It's made by Atypic, who's made the official caster overlay and script for Lanesmash.
Yeah. Thank you for the people managing the score on the comments because I fucked up the overlay.
Yeah, so the score currently is 3-1. In
favor of
PTSD's favor, yeah.
But that round, Edit is in the lead, and they are 1-0 for that round. So they need to capture 2 more bases to get in the equality for the score. But they are doing pretty great so far. They need to recapture that point though. They need to manage to get a solid push around. That's tough on them. Those maxes are getting inside. They are spawn camping, and that max with no support is not going to. Yep, you need to get to safety, dude.
Yeah, they need to make that push. Seems like, oh, here it comes, here it comes.
They are.
Here the push, big push with maxes. But they're splitting up. Why did they? That was not a good call going.
Oh, that max is doing something.
Oh, and there we get the Cobalt bus just running over the maxes.
That's going to happen at the small. Those small they are waiting for. I don't even think the maxes
wow,
can
that push got destroyed there. That was good. We have a play by TR foreseeing that.
Maxes died, but there's at least 3, maybe 4, 5, 6. Ouch, that's not good. At least 6 dead maxes. That's a lot of nanites that are not going to regenerate until the end of the match.
Yeah, so the match is 30 minutes per round, and you regen what 15 nanites per minute.
Yep, that's going to take a lot of time to be able to pull as many maxes again from at least the players who pull the maxes. But we have seen medics using res grenade NC for that must be nanite intensive too. NC might be in a complicated situation because they probably are going to get low on nanites while TR hasn't lost maxes and then lost mosquitoes for that second part of the match. It's going to be tough on them to manage to.
Yeah, what NC now should just pull out of the space. They're not gonna go anywhere near the point. You just go back to their previous base, which is gonna be Manilake, set up for defense.
Yeah, that could be a good idea. Like have maybe lose the point again. That's fine. Like you manage to get it and you manage to hold it for some time. But if you manage to defend the next base and wait for TR to leave Aurora, you might be able to relaunch a capture on Aurora by defending Manilake good enough. But I think TR is smart and they're going to keep having players on Aurora.
And TR learned from their mistake and are gonna be fast on the next pre-cap. Oh, but that guy got destroyed on the point.
They have a clock Sunday near to the point, and that's
they do have a clock Sunday, but the guy going for the point just got killed by an NC heavy waiting for him.
NC Arrestor is doing a good job. He is drifting around, trying to fight.
Now more NC people are coming to defend.
What weapon does he have? He has a Hellbent. Okay, that's not the best one. Those Skywars are doing a good job. They are watching each other. That lightning is completely clueless to the Skywars being in the air. But those Skywars, they might be a good call. Those Skywars, they might just realize they have an enemy lightning next to them. The point is being attacked. Let's go on there. TR doesn't seem to be able to get inside.
TR's NC pulled more maxes.
Yeah, that's what they need to do because that's how they're going to hold that building. They need to get a good defense around the 2 doors.
Michael got destroyed there.
NC
holding. I mean, NC seems to be good at core planet side infantry mechanics of point holding, so they seem to be holding up pretty well against the TR forces.
TR seems to have a good hold on the vehicles around the base. They have clock Sundays, they have ESFs. That's really interesting. They are bringing Maxis. Oh, that Max is dead. Is not going to go very far. Though hard lab barrier are going to be a pain in the ass for Maxis to get
Oh,
in.
now those TR maxes are pushing to the point.
Oh yeah, and I'm
NC
not
is
seeing
being
a lot of
surrounded from
NC
both
alive.
sides.
That Falcon Max need to get working.
And
Come
C4
on,
on
but
the
you can do
maxes.
it. Yep, there's only Maxis alive.
There
and
it
they are
is.
dead. That's the defense from NC getting killed. However, they held for some time. They brought the timer down. At least they are they're not going to get as the capture on the home base as fast as the last time, so that's good from them. Now they need to set up a defense, an attack point. Maybe they need to clean the sandies around, pull a few RSs. I don't know with what kind of weapons, but they could clean the sandies around. They could bring some anti-air and then be quite effective in trying to push the A point. TR is doing forward defense. They are pushing the spawn room and not staying on the point. So a good Galaxy drop could try and recapture the points. NC is not moving out of this point one, however, that's annoying. I'm pretty sure there is a jump pad that they could push from the biolab, and I think we just saw that. We've seen an NC going through the jump pad of the biolab to reach the point. That could be a really good way to back up TR who are inside the building. And
yeah, I mean, NC just has to switch it up, going constantly from the main spawn room. I mean, these people in the air and just general the PTSD team has played enough on live. Like, they know where people are coming from. They know how to sit up and do a spawn lock. They need to do something different and try and get TR by surprise.
I'm not seeing NC need to get out of that spawn room. They not to get out like to leave it, but to not spawn it and get from the biolab or get inside galaxies. What are we seeing inside the biolab? Not a whole lot. I'm seeing a light assault. No, that's not a light assault.
Oh, NC trying to do the biolab push but getting destroyed by the TR air.
No, that's an option. And
wow, who is that? That's Ben
good.
Mitchell, one of the team captains. I'm guessing where is Pat? Is he not here? Could be here.
Oh, there are RSs in the point. Is that Marauder? It's a bulldog. Interesting to see a bulldog RSer. I wouldn't have picked that. Maybe it's good for anti-vehicle too, I guess.
Yeah, most people probably have gone with a Cobalt harasser or something like that, but I did overhear Snipsel saying he has to check it out. Might be something.
NC has managed to recapture the teleporter building, so they are slowly pushing, but there's only 1 minute left, so it's going to be really hard for them. The point is back with Maxis inside it, so
small NC push trying to.
That's going to be really hard. Oh, look at that. Marauder, RSS. There is no way NC can push from the point, from the spawn room to the point. It's not. There is way too many anti-infantry weaponry here.
Yeah, that is just disgusting with those 3 harassers shelling down each entry point.
It's good to see that NC has managed to reach the point building. They won't be able to push for it because those doors, I don't think anyone will be able to push those doors with a full squad.
How many? What's that?
We're seeing galaxies with bulldogs shooting at the buildings around the point building. There's no way this could work. There's just way too much. We just look at this. You were in live server, you do not push, you just redeploy with you see this.
Yeah, you just don't care about this anymore. So NC might be setting up inside the biolab now. Let's see what's going on here.
There is 10 minutes left, so can TR capture the biolab in 10 minutes? That's the real question. They probably can do it. That's going to be really hard. NC should maybe pre-set up a few spawn points, sandies around the jump pads. Get maybe the medic spawn thing, the water. Oh, and TR is trying to push.
So routers are not allowed.
Oh,
Look, No
Just a
construction is allowed.
reminder of new biolab rules. The defenders can spawn at both available spawns.
Okay, interesting. So
You may
TR,
still not spawn at the satellite base, but you may spawn at both available spawns inside the biolab.
alright. So TR just pushed the C point with a lot of maxis. They are doing a good job on that. C point is captured. I'm not seeing there elsewhere, though I understand why they
We
are
got
doing
the
that.
generator taking
The
down.
generator is ticking down. The SCU might die, and that's 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Is a 2 minutes to destroy the generator, and 1 or 2 minutes for the SCU. In 3 minutes, they can win that match if they
But
destroy
they
the SCU.
NC will still have a point to spawn, even though if they destroy the SCU.
Oh yes, of course, but that's going to be really hard to get out of it unless they galaxy drop from the warp gate. But that's going to be one less option from for NC to push.
TR just seems to be focusing on that generator, staying up on the C point.
And
But
do remember that if TR want to maintain the SCU dead, they will have to maintain defense around those two generators, plus the points to capture the base. Meanwhile, NC just have to bring one engineer to repair them, and the SCU is back online. So that's going to be really tough on TR to recapture, to maintain the caps on the point and on the generators. And there is no ESF. That the ESFs are useless here. TR might have a much tougher time maintaining control on the spawn points and on NC movements here. So NC can maybe defend the biolab for all that time, and if they manage to recapture all the points, they might be even be able to recapture, at least launch a new capture on Money Lake. Look at all those vehicles on Money Lake; they are now useless. You can just pull maxis, and that's about it.
Yeah, but it's not gonna take
NC
much from
at
NC.
the
It's one
SU.
push on that point, and then they
Yep.
just get a person up at the next base. But TR's got it locked down pretty tight right now. Starting to push out for A point and B point.
Those maxis, they are here to stay. The minimap is not showing a whole lot. The A point is being tripped because it's close to the C building, it's close to the generator. The generator is down, but I don't think TR can push the SCU right now. They are pushing the A point though, so they have a small infantry squad on the point. TR NT is pushing. Maybe they can recapture it. I'm trying to zoom my minimap, but it's not working. Yep, TR is still strong on the points, the A point and the C point. They have now the angle to push the SCU. The SCU is being overloaded. NC is trying to defend it. However, it might be tough. TR doesn't have a whole lot of player inside it, but they are maxis and they have lights also around it. The B point is being fought over, I think, too.
Yeah, there's been a one or two single TR guys trying to push in on the B point, but those NC people, they're doing some really nice work holding it. Oh, they got a max here as well up on the B point. NC.
Yeah, NC has a good hold on the B points, which is going
Here
to
comes Michael. Let's see if he can deal with that. He's trying to hide from Scat Max.
That's really bad. The capture is going to be really fast. That Max has.
Oh, that was a nice desi to the NC Max on the B point.
Oh, the jackhammer is going to do job. Yes, it's not a max, but it's a heavy with a jackhammer. So don't worry, the point is safe. And you just need to have people back on it again. They don't have a whole lot of great many of people on it.
Let's see what's going on. What's going on over at C point now?
Oh, C point flipping is tough because if
I was a lonely NC guy trying to do something, and the NC got destroyed now.
The SCU is destroyed now. It's much harder for NC to push. They are still holding the B point. They are still trying to push the banana building.
Yeah, so the only spawn point NC has left is the satellite spawn behind the B point. So they're not allowed to spawn on the Manny Fortress, but they're allowed to use that actual spawn point.
So there is 5 minutes left in the match, but there is only 4 minutes 40 to capture the base. So NC has to capture and delay the capture and try to recapture the C point. If they manage to hold that C point a bit, and TR is not able to capture all 3 points at the same time,
Oh, who was there's
they
an
might be able to
NC
capture.
guy over on C point now.
Yeah.
Yes, NC
NC
second
has
C
a C
point.
point. They might be able to secure their home base for the rest of the match. B point is flipping for TR. They have a lot of maxis, I think. I'm seeing a lot of maxis on it. But they might need to defend C point now, and I think those seconds are really close now. It's going to be a matter of second, and if TR is not able to secure all points at the same time, they might not be able to capture the
And
biolab.
A
The
point
A plant
flipping.
is flipping.
What's
NC
going on
is
there?
doing, NC is doing
Nice
the
job
job.
with NC
They
of just
are
dropping
rotating
around
between
points,
the points,
flipping
yeah.
them. Still holding the C point. Yep. They
Yeah,
are not gonna take this biolab anymore, I think.
Yeah, I don't think so. Especially if my camera is doing really bad. I'm sorry, people. The spawn lock is not working out. The B point has been recaptured by TR, but that's time. It's still 4 minutes 40, and I think I'm going to check the timer. Yeah, timer is 3 minutes 30, so it's going to be really close for.
They need all 3 points, and they need them now if they want to take this base TR.
Yep. Oh,
so
points
that's
are flipping.
one of the
All
reasons.
points flipping.
One of the reasons we actually went for having 2 spawn options inside the biolab this year is it just provides better defense point for the team that's pushed all the way back in there to actually
3 minutes.
try and do something about it.
Yeah. There are 3 minutes left, and there's 4 minutes captured by Yalas with only 2 points. So unless TR capture 3 points, it's not going to go through. The SCU is being repaired. Oh, exactly. No, it's being flipped again because it was repaired, and maybe it's surprising that NC has had control on the C points, but did not repair the generator. But they maybe didn't have an engineer around here. The SCU is being fought over. NC is repairing it, so it's over. NC has a new spawn point. They still have 1 point. They are flipping the A point. NC is doing a good job. I think they're going to hold it. TR.
Yeah, I don't see TR being able to do anything to actually turn this over and get all 3 points.
Yep.
NC is doing some really good kiting around, making sure no point is left alone. So as soon as they get pushed off, going on for the next.
That defense is doing really good job. Like they can push
2 minutes.
and split the population around. And I don't even think that if TR capture all 3 points right now, it's going to last more than 2 minutes.
So someone in chat is asking how new the NC team is. This is probably one of their first real Jaeger experiences.
They've done some scrims from what I know, but I don't think they have done Lanesmashes before. So half the TATF team is composed of a few experience, and I'm being experienced with Coach because it was the reserves for PTSD. But they generally have leaders and players who are completely new to this. I think we're going to ask them during the interview.
It definitely. I also gotta remember that. Also gotta remember NC is in the C bracket, while TR with PTSD is in the B bracket, and I honestly think they are in like mid to high on that B bracket. They have a pretty decent team with all that air.
1 minute.
Max
So
is
1 minute
the C
remaining.
point, but I don't think. I think it's over. I think NC is even. No, it's TR flipping the C point. I'm stupid. I'm looking at it.
45 seconds.
TR is doing a big push to maintain that C point, but I don't think. I think it's over. I don't think TR can do it again, even if they capture all points. So yeah, we can now see a nice fight around the C point. NC
30.
is pushing. TR is probably know that cannot do anything anymore, and they are not responding. Oh wait, they are on the jump pad, the north jump pad. Let's see what they. Oh no, that's over. Oh,
15.
Yep. Well, congratulations on
10.
TR for winning, and NC for putting a much better second round and learning from the mistake
5,
and doing a really
4,
good defense of the
3,
biolab. That was
2,
really good job on them.
1. Match end. Final score 5-1 PTSD. Fantastic job by both teams.